Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon. Oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires, like to a step-dame or a dowager, long withering at a young man's revenant.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter, Hermia. Demetrius, stand forth. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou Lysander, thou have given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou have flinched her heart and turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. Be it so, my gracious Duke, that she will not hear before your grace. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens, as she is mine, and I may dispose of her, which is either to this gentleman or to her death, according to the law immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, that to you your father should be as a god, one who composed of your beauties, yeah, and one to whom you are but as a form of wax. By him imprinted and within his power to leave the figure disfigured. Demetrius, he's a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
And himself he is, but in this kind, one of your father's voice, one should be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather your eyes must do with judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by our power made bold. No harm may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood. For if you yield not to your father's choice, you shall endure delivery of a nun.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord. Ere I will my virgin pen up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander. Yield thy grace title to my son, right?
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. What, do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander! True, he hath my love, and what is mine my love shall render him, and she is mine, and all my right of her I do unstate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as which is more than all these boasts can be. I am beloved of beauty's Hermia. Why should I not then get the right to choose? Demetrius, I'll vouch to his head, made love to Nadar's daughter, sweet Helena, and she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes, upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I've heard so much, but come Demetrius and come as is. I have some private schooling for you both.
With duty and desire we follow you.
I know, my love. Why is your cheek so pale? How chances the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Amy for aught that I could ever hear by tale or history. The course of true love never did run smooth, but either it was different in blood.
O cross too high to be enthralled too low.
Or else Miss Grafton respect the years.
O spite too old to be engaged too young.
Or else it stood upon the choice of friends.
If then true lovers have ever been crossed, it stands as an edict in destiny. Then let us teach our trial patience, for it is a customary cross, as if to lovers' thoughts, dreams, and sighs, wishes and tears, poor fancy's followers.
A good persuasion, therefore, humor Hermia, for I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child, from Athens in her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, unto that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. There, if thou lovest me, steal forth by thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the league without the town, and in the wood where I did meet thee once with Helena, to do observance to a morn of May. There will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves you fair, oh happy fair. Your eyes are load stars, and your tongue sweet air, more tunable than lark to shepherd's ears. When wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear, sicknesses catch him. Oh, were favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice. My eye, your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, the rest I'd give to you to be translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty would that fault were mine.
Take comfort, he no more shall see my face. Lysander myself will fly this place. Before the time I did Lysander see, seemed Athens as a paradise to me. Oh then, what graces in my love do dwell, he hath turned a heaven unto a hell.
Helen, to our minds will unfold, when Phoebe doth behold, with her silver visage in a watery glass, a time that lovers' flight doth still conceal. Through Athens' gates we have devised to steal. Helen, adieu, as you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
Oh spite, oh hell, how happy some our other son can be. Through Athens, I'm thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know all but he do know. And as the air is doting on Hermia's eyes, for ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyne, he held on us that he was only mine. And when some heat Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did know. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night.
Is all our company here?
You're best to call them generally man by man, according to the scripts.
Here is the scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all of Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, then call the names of the actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most tragic death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. And Mary. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scrolls. Masters, spread yourselves.
Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
It is the lover that kills himself most gallant for love. Francis Flute.
Now we'll ask some tears in a true performance, if I do it. Let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. I will condole in some measures. Yet to the rest, my chief humor is for a tyrant. I could play, Ericles rarely, or a part to tear a cat in.
Francis
The
Flute.
raging rocks, the shivering shocks, shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus' car shall shine from far and make and mar the foolish fates. This is lofty. Name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
Who is this? A wandering knight?
No, it is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play woman. I have a beard gun.
Aye, it is all one, for you shall play it in a mask, and you may speak as small as you must.
Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe. Ah, Pyramus, lover dear, thy Thisbe dear, and lady dear.
No, you must play Pyramus, and Flute, you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, Taylor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Rosalind Starveling, You, Thisbe's mother. Snell, the tinker.
Here, Peter Pan.
Thisbe's father. Myself, Pyramus's father. Snug, the joiner, the lion's part. And I pray, here is a play well fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be given me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Let me play the lion too. I will roar you as little as any sucking dove. I will roar that the Duke will say, let him roar again! Let him roar again!
And you should do it too terribly that you frighten the ladies that they would all shrek. That they would all shriek, and that would be enough to hang us all.
That would hang us all, every mother's son!
Friends, if it were enough for the ladies to hang us, they would. But I promise I will aggravate my voice as little as any sucking dove, and swear any nightingale.
You must play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see on a summer's day, a most lovely gentleman-like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
And I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come them by tomorrow night, a mile without town. There we will meet in moonshine, a mile without town in the palace woods. For if we meet in town, we will be dogged with attention and all our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw a bill of property such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
There we must rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains. Be perfect. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough! Hold or cut bowstrings.
How now, spirits? Whither wander you?
Over park, over pale, the bush through briar, over flood, over sail. I do wander everywhere, within the moon's sphere, and I serve the fairy queen to do her work upon the green. The cows has caught her pitched feet, in goat coats, spots you'll see. Lovely rubies, fairy favors, in their freckles live their savors. I must go see some new jumps here, and hang apparel in every cow sincere. Farewell, fellow spirits!
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen, come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that she her attendant hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king, so she had never so sweet a shangling. And jealous Oberon would have the child the night of his train to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. Now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangling starlight sheen. But, they do swear that all their elves hide for fear, creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either mistake your shape and make it white, or else you're the shrewd and knavish sprite. God robbing good fellow, are you not sheep that frights maidens of the village tree? Skin milk sometimes labor in the corn, and bullets make the breathless housewife charm, and sometimes make drink to bear no more. Misled night wanders, laughing at her heart,
You do their work, and they shall have Gulak. Are you not she?
Thou speakest aright! We are the merry wanderers of the night. We jest Oberon and make him smile. When we have fed horse beguiled. Neighing in lightness of a filly foal, sometimes we lurk in a gossip's bowl. In very likeness of a roasted crab, when she drinks against her lips a bob. On withered dewlap pour the ale, the wisest aunt telling the saddest tale. But room fairies, here comes Oberon.
And here, mistress, what did I give her on?
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
Oh, what jealous Oberon, fairies, skip hence, Cyprus sworn is better to come.
Tarry rash, wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady, but I know one thou hast stolen away from the fairy land, and in the shape of corn, sat all day playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Philida. Why art thou here, come from the farthest steep of India?
How can thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy.
Do you amend it then? It lies on you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I only do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland bides not the child of me. His mother was a votaress of my order. And in the spice Indian air, by night, she hath gossip by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders of the sea. And we would laugh to see the sails conceive, and go big belly with the wanton wind, and she, being pretty and with swimming gaits, following, groomed and rich with my young squire, would imitate and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles and return again from a voyage rich with merchandise. But she, being human of that boy, did die. And for her sake, I will rear up her boy. And for her sake, I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dancing around and watch the moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away, we shall chide thy right by longer stay.
Whoa, go thy way! Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle pups, come hither. Thou rememberest, since I once sat upon a promontory, and a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath, that the rude seagulls silhouette her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not. Flying between the cold moon and earth, Cupid, all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal thrown by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love and idleness. Fetch me this flower. The herb I shewed thee once, the juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again.
Well, I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this flower, I dropped the liquor of it in her. I watched Titania when she's asleep and dropped the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing she waking looks upon, she shall pursue with the soul of love. But who goes there? I am invisible. Now overhear the conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. And where is Lysander? And fair Hermia, the one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldest me they were stolen upon these wood, and here am I, but a ward upon these wood, because I cannot leave my Hermia. So hence, get thee gone and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron from my heart. It's true, steel, leave your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or do I not in plainest truth tell you, I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I'm your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave. What worser place can I beg in your love, than yet a high place of respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much on the hatred of my spirit, for I'm sick when I do look on thee.
And I'm sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not, to trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with your virginity?
Your virtue is my privilege, so it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore, I think I'm not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company, for you and my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said I'm alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide in the breaks, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
I, in the temple, in the town, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius! Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do, and we are wood and were not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell, did I upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall pursue thy love. Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Here it is.
Where did you give it to me? I know the bank where the wild thyme blows. There sleeps Titania sometimes of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And with the juice of tis, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be is a lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Affect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love, and meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant will do so.
Come. Tuck thee now to sleep, and then to your quarters to let me rest.
Hands away, now all is well. Let him who stands sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and language for his sake, be it ounce, or cat, or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. When thou wakest shall be thy dear. Wake when some foul thing is near.
Farewell, you faint for wandering in the wood. And to speak troth, I have forgotten our way. Will rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tardy for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out of bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve a pillow for both of us. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, one trough.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Oh, take the sense, sweet of my innocence. Love makes meaning, love's confidence, and then into my heart, onto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchanged with an oath, so that two bosoms in a single trough.
Nay, Lysander riddles very prettily. Now, much beshrew my manners and my pride, if Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But, gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. Further off in human modesty. Further off in human modesty. Further. 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 That's all right.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer, say I, and end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all its rest.
With half that wish, the wish's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Athenians have I found? None. On whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love. Night and silence. Who is here? The weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, our master said, despises the Athenian maid. And here, the maiden, sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she dares not lie near this lack of love, this kill. This kill courtesy. Trail upon this charm I doth throw. Everything that charm doth thou. When thou wakest, let love forbid, sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when we are gone, for now we must to Oberon. Stay, no, thou kill me, sweet Demetrius!
I charge thee, hence! Do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkling leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I'm out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. But who is here? Lysander. On the ground? Dead? Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, that through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Do not say so, Lysander. Say not so. Would thou he love your Hermia? Lord, would thou? Yet Hermia still loves you. Then be content.
Content with Hermia, no, I do repent. The tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helen I love. Who would change a raven for a dove?
Wherefore was that his keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I did, never know nor never can, deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye? But you must flout my insufficiency? Good troth, you do me wrong, good sooth you do. In such a disdainful manner me to woo. But fare you well, perforce I must confess. I thought you, Lord, of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused, should of another therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia sleeped out there. And never might Lysander come near. And, with all my powers, address your love and might to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me. Lysander, help me. Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Amy, for pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how to quake with fear. Methought a serpent eat my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cool prey? Lysander, what, removed? Lysander, Lord, out of hearing, gone, no sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak, and if you hear, speak of all loves I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I'll perceive you're not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met?
Are we all met? Pat, and here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, and this hawthorn brake our tiring house. And we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quinn.
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There are, things in this comedy that the people will not abide. First, Pyramus must draw him sword and kill himself, which the ladies will never abide. How answer you that?
By Larkin, upon the spear. I believe I'm just leaving killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all known. Ha! Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say, we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but am Bottom the Weaver. This should put them out of their way.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No. Write it in 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afeard the lion? I fear it, I promise you.
Friends, if, you think the lion comes here feared, that were enough wit, but she is no such thing.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. But there's still another thing. We must have somebody to come to disfigure or to present moonshine. For the story says Pyramus and Thisbe met by moonshine.
That the moonshine the night we play our play?
A calendar! A calendar! Look in the almanac! Find out moonshine. Find out moonshine!
Stop it! Yes! The moon doth shine that night!
Then, may we leave the casement in the great chamber window where we do our play open, and the moon will shine in at the casement.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Again! But there's also another thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for the story says Pyramus and Thisbe spoke through the chink of a wall.
But you can never bring in a wall.
Some man or other must present wall and let her have some loam or some plaster or some rough cast about her to signify a wall. And let me see your hand, darling. Let her hold her fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
Delightful. Come, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin, and when you finish your line, enter into that break, and everybody according to their cue.
What hampering homespun shall be swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play sword. I'll be an auditor, an actor too, perhaps, if I see a cause.
Speak! Pyramus, Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious savor sweets.
Odors. If you had your script open, you would see it says odors. Odors.
Odor savors sweet. But hark a voice! Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus that e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, marry must you, for you must understand that he goes only to see a noise that he has heard and is to come again.
Who's reading? Pyramus, was lily white you, of color like red rose on triumphant fire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, and Ninny's too.
Nine is two. Man, why, you must not speak that part yet. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is past. It is never tire.
As true as horse, that you would never tire.
Oh, Thisbe, if I were only thine.
A monstrous! Ashamed! We are haunted! Ray masters! Fly masters up! Help! We are lost!
I see their knavery. This is to make a joke of me, to mock me if they could.
Oh, Bottom, what do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see a donkey upon you!
Oh, bless thee, Bottom. Bless thee, thou art, translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make a joke of me, to mock me if they could. But they shall see. I am not afraid. I will march up and down here and I shall sing. The useful cocks of black of hue with orange swainy bill. The thruster with his nose so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel awakens me from my flowery bed? I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again, for my ears enamored by thy notes, and my eyes enthralled by thy shape, and thy fair virtues first before doth move me, as if first you to swear I love thee.
Mistress, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. If I'd have enough to serve mine own turn, I'd have enough to get out of these wood.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Thou art neither. I get out of these woods.
Out of these woods do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate, and the summer still doth upon my state. And I do love thee, therefore go with me, and I will give thee fairies to attend on thee. They will fetch thee jewels from the deep, and sing to thee on pressed flowers thou sleep. And I will purge thy mother grosses so, thou like an airy spirit go. Cobweb, peas blossom, moth, and mustard seed.
Ready. And I. And I. And I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gamble in his eyes. Feed him apricots, dewberries, purple grapes, green figs, and mulberries. I would like my love to bed until rise. So go pick the wings from painted butterflies. And come fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him else and do him courtesies.
I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you for some acquaintance. But if I cut my finger, I will make bold with you. Your name, honest gentleman?
Peas Blossom.
Good Master Peas Blossom, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and Master Peascod, your father. Good Master Peas Blossom, I know your patience too. Your name? I know your patience well.
Come, bring him upon my bower. The moon, methinks, weeps with a watery eye. And when she weeps every little flower. Tie up my love's tongue and bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awake. Then what is the next that came into her eyes that she must dote on in extremity? Here come my messengers. How now, mad spirits? What night rules now about this haunted grove?
Oberon, my mistress, with a monster, is in love.
This falls out better than I could devise. But is thou yet last the Athenian's eye, as I bid thee do?
We took him sleeping, that is done too. And the Athenian woman by his side, so that with the forest where she wakes, where she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This be the woman, but not this the man.
Why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter in your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain thy sinner in his sleep, being o'er shoes and blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true to the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? No, it cannot be but thou hast murdered him, so should a murderer look, so dead, so grim.
And so should a murdered look, and so should I. You pierce at the heart with your stern cruelty, yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear, as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog, out, cur, thou dragst me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once, tell true, even for my sake, durst thou have looked upon him being awake? And hast thou killed him sleeping? Brave touch could not a worm, an adder do so much. An adder did it, for a doubler tongue than thine, thou serpent, never adder stung.
You spend your passion on a misprized mood. I'm not the one guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead, for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get there for?
A privilege never to see me more. And from thy hated presence part I so, see me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There's no following her in this fierce vein. So here for a while, I will remain.
What? Has thou done! Thou was mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love sight. For this misprison must perforce ensue, a true love turned and not a false turned true.
Then fate overrules. Or.
Go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens looked out fine, all fancy sick and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear.
I go, look how I go, sifted in the air from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, sink an apple of his eye. Let his love shine as glorious as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
And me pleading for a lover's fee. Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to wake.
Scorn and derision never came in tears. Look when I vow, I weep and vow so born. In their naivety, all truths appear. How come these things in me seem scorn to you? Bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning skills more and more. When truth kills truth, O devilish holy fray, weigh oath with oath and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to Hermia and me are put into two scales, will even weigh as both as light as tails.
I had no judgment with her I swore.
No, not of my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her. He loves not you.
Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. To what home my love shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy, oh, how ripe in show. Thus, princess of pure white, I tourist know. Eastern fans, winds will grow. When I hoist up thy hand, oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite, oh, hell, I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me, as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too? You both the rivals and love Hermia. And now both rivals to mock Helena, a trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes. With your derision, none of a noble sort would so offend a virgin and extort a poor soul's patience, all to make you sport.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so. For you love Hermia. This you know, I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield you up my book, and yours of Helena. To me bequeath, whom I do love and will to my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. If I ever loved her, all that's love is gone. And return to Helena.
Helen, it is not so.
Disperse not the faith thou dost not know. Least of thy peril, thou buy it, dear. Look, where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear.
But from the eye his function takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes. When it doth impair the seeing sense, it pays the hearing double recompense. Thou art not but mine eye, Lysander found mine ear. I thank it brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly dost thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom thou dost press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love who will not let him bide. Fair Helen, who more enguiles the night than your fiery orbs and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could this not make thee known? The hate I bear on thee made me leave thee so.
Speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined in all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid. Have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Is all the counts that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have tried the hasty-footed time for parting us? Oh, is it all forgot? All the school days, friendship, childhood innocence? We, Hermia, like two artificial gods, have created both with our needles, both one flower, on one sampler, both sitting on one cushion, both warbling of one song, both in one key, as if our hands, sides, voices, and minds had been incorporate. So we grow together, like to a double cherry seeming parted, but yet in union, in partition. And will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend? It is not friendly, 'tis not maidenly. Our sex as well as I may chide you for it, though I alone do feel the injury.
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, it seems you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to praise my eyes and face? And made your other love, Demetrius, who but now did spurn me with his foot to call me goddess,
Goddess.
nymph,
Nymph.
divine,
Divine.
rare,
Rare.
precious celestial,
Precious celestial.
Wherefore speaks this to her he hates? And wherefore doth Lysander deny your love so rich within his soul to tender me forsooth? Affection, but by your consenting on? By your consent? What thought I be not so in grace with you? So fortunate, so hung upon with love, but miserable most to love unloved? This you should pity rather than despise.
I understand not what you mean by this.
I do persever. Counterfeit sad looks. Make mouths upon me when I turn my back. Wink at each other. Hold a sweet jest up. This sport well carried shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare ye well, 'tis partly my own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair
Oh,
Helena.
excellent!
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
If she cannot entreat, I can compel.
Thou can't compel more than she entreat. Thy threats have no more strength than her weak prayers. Helen, I love thee, by my life I do. I swear that boy bitch I will lose for thee, to prove him false that says I love thee not.
And I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Quick, come!
Lysander, where to tends all this?
Wait, you Ethiop, hang off, thou bird, thou cat, thou vile thing, or I will shake thee from me like a serpent.
Do you not jest?
Yes, soothe, and so do you.
Demetrius, I will keep my word with thee.
I would I had your word, for I perceive. A weak bone holds you, not trust your word.
What? Should I hurt her, kill her, strike her dead? Although I hate thee, I will not harm her so.
What? Can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me, wherefore what news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Am not you Lysander? I'm as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me. Yes, since night you left me. Oh, why then you left me, oh the gods forbid in earnest shall I say?
I, by my life, never did desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt, be certain nothing truer. This, no jest, that I do hate thee and love Helena.
Oh, me. You, juggler. You, canker blossom. You, thief of love. What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Fine, faith, have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, fie, you counterfeit! You puppet!
Puppet? Why so, that way goes the game, now I perceive, that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, she hath prevailed with him. And are you going so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? How low am I? I am not yet so low, but that my nails can reach into thine eyes.
I pray you,
Canker blossom!
no, I pray you, though you mock me, gentlemen, let her not hurt me. I was never cursed. I have no gift at all in churchness. I am a right maid for my cowardice. Let her not strike me. Perhaps you may think because she's something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower, hark again!
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you, Hermia. Did you ever keep your counsels, never wronged you? Save that in love unto Demetrius. I told him of your stealth into this wood. He followed you for love, I followed him. But he hath chid me hence to strike me, spurn me, nay, to kill me too. So now you will let me quite go to Athens while I bear my folly back. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am?
Why, get you gone where is that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
Say, gentle Helena, she was not harmed thee so.
No, sir, she shall not.
Oh, when she is angry, she is being intrude. She was a vixen when she went to school. Although she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again, nothing but low and little. Why do you suffer her to flaunt me thus? Let me come to her.
Get you gone, you dwarf, you minerals of
Lysander.
Henry, not grass maid. Out, you bead, you acorn.
You are too officious, but on her behalf, let's go into your services. Speak not of Helena. Show no love to her. That will buy it.
Now, she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to prove who's right, of thine or mine, and most in Helen.
Fuck. Nay, I'll go with thee. Cheek by shot.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you, nay, go not back! Ow!
I cannot trust you. I will no longer stay in your cursed company. Ow! Your hands than mine are quicker for a fray. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
Ow, ow, ow! I'm amazed, I know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else commit these knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King Shadows, we mistook. Did you not say we should know the man by the Athenian garment he hath on?
These lovers seek a place to fight. Hey, therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkins cover thou none, with drooping fog as black as Acheron. And crush this herb into Lysander's eye, which has a most virtuous property. Will remove all error with his might, and make his eyes roll with wonted sight. I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy. Then her charm I release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared through field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Hark, there comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I'll be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou runnest away, thou coward. Art thou fled? Speak! In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to stars? Telling thy bushes that they lookest for wards? Come, child, come, recreant. I will whip thee with the rod, he is defiled.
Yeah, art thou there?
Follow my voice. We'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still dares me on. I come where he calls and then he is gone. Follow fast, the faster we fly. This villain has much lighter heel than I, and fallen am I in a dark, uneven way. And here shall rest me. Come, gentle day, for if but once show me thy gray light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge this fight.
Ho, 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 coward! Why comest thou not?
Thou runnest before me, shifting every place, but not stand, no, look me in the face. Where art thou now? Like, fainteth, constraineth me.
Oh, weary night! Oh, long and tedious night! Await thy hour! Shine comforts from the east. daylight, and sleep that sometimes shuts up sorrows high. Steal me a while, of mine own company. Yet but three, come one more, two of both kinds make up four. Here she comes, both cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad known to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe. I dabble with dew and torment briars. I snipper. I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no peace with my desires. Here will I rest me till the break of day. Heavens, shield Lysander if they mean a fray.
Sleep sound on the ground. I'll apply a sweet lover's remedy to thy eyes. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy lady's former eye. In every country proverb known, that every man should have their own. Jack shall have Jill, not shall go ill, and all shall be well.
Come, sit upon my flowery bed. Oh, how thy amiable cheeks do coy. And I will pluck musk roses from thy sleek, smooth head. And I will kiss thy ratherly large ears. Sayest thou, love, wast thou desirous to eat?
I would have a handful or two of peas. But let none of your people disturb me. I have an exposition of sleep coming upon.
Oh, then I will wrap my arms around thee as thou sleep. Oh, how I love my love.
Welcome, Robin. See thou this sweet sight? Her daughters now I do begin to pity. But first I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be. See as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud o'er Cupid's flower was had such force and blessed power. Now, my sweet queen, wake you.
Oh, Oberon, what visions I have seen! Methought I was enamored by a donkey.
There lies your love.
How's it came to be? Oh, how I loathe this vicious now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head. Titania, call music and strike more dead.
Music. Oh, what a charming sleep.
Sound music. Come, my queen.
Come, my lord, and in this flight, tell me how it came to be this night, where I was asleep and to be found with these mortals on the ground.
Go one of you, find out the forester, for now observation is preserved. And since we have the battle of the day, my love shall hear the music of my hounds, uncoupled by the western valley. Go one of you, find out the forester. My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, so flew, so sanded, and their heads are hung, with ears that sweep away the morning dew. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter, Hermia asleep, and Lysander. And here, Demetrius, and Helena, old Nadar's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up to see the rite of May, and hearing our intent came here in great solemnity. But speak as ye is, this not the day that Hermia give answer of her choice?
It is.
Go, bid the huntsmen and wake them with their horns.
Wake up, Lysander. Wake up. It's time for school. Wake up.
My lord! I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How come this gentle concord in the world? The hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by heat and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking, but as yet, as I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. If I think for what I truly speak, and if it bethink me, it is so. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to escape from Athens, where we might without peril the Athenian law.
Enough. Enough. My lord, I have had enough. I beg the law upon his head, that he would have stolen. They would have stolen, Demetrius, thereby defeating you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent. Of my consent that she shall be your wife!
Fair love is well fortunately met. Of this discord we more will hear anon. But as ye is, I will overbear your will, for in the temple by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit.
And for the morning now is something worn, our purpose hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3.
We shall hold a great feast in solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
When my cue comes, call me, and I shall answer. My next is my fair pyramus. Peter Quince. Snug the joiner, Snout the tinker, Flute the bellows mender, Starveling, hence my life stolen. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballad of my dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I shall sing at the latter end of it. Pre-adventure, I shall sing it upon her death!
Has anyone sent the bottom yet? Is he come home?
He cannot be heard. I will not his transport.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
Nay, it shall not. For you have not a man in all of Athens who can play pyramus but he.
No, he had simply the best handicraft wit of any man in Athens.
I am the best at that too. It was a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Paramour for a sweet voice.
You must not say paramour. This thing of naught.
Masters, masters, masters!
What?
The Duke is coming from the temple, and our 2 or 3 lords and ladies, more married. For if our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Oh, sweet bully bottom, thus hath he lost 6 a day in his life. He cannot have escaped 6 a day, and the Duke cannot give him 6 a day for playing pyramus.
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts? Oh, bless thee, bully bottom! A most happy hour! A most courageous day!
Friends, I am to discourse wonders, but if I were to tell you, I were no true Athenian. But I will tell you, right as it fell apart.
Tell thee, bully bottom, tell thee.
Get off of me now. All that I have to say is, the Duke hath dined. Get Get your apparel together. New strings to your beards, new ribbons to your pumps. Meet precisely at the palace. No more words. Away. Go away!
Tis strange, Mathesius, that these lovers speak of.
I never made believe these fables, these antique fables, nor these fairy toys. Madmans and lovers have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that I may ever comprehend. Joy, gentle friends, we are gathered here.
More than to us, we wait in your wall, your board, your bed.
Call for illustrate. Say, what abridgment have you for this evening? What mask? What music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight?
There's a ribbon on these scarves to red. Please make choice of which your highness will say first.
The battle with the centaurs to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the heart. We'll have none of that. The rite of the tipsy bacchanals. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very gentle tragical mirth, merry and tragical. Tedious and brief. That is, hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
A play there is, my lord. Some temperance long, which is as brief as that of another play. Moreover, it is too long, which makes it tedious for other play. There is no one act one player fitted, but Pyramus dared to kill himself, which, when I I confess, when I saw the curse made my eyes water. Oh, more merry tears, the passion of all laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Our heathermen are working Athens here.
And we will hear it.
No, my noble lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over. It is nothing in the world. And the ship is on sports with it intense. I am calm to stretch the pity with pain.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss. When simpleness and duty tender, go bring them in and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness o'ercharge and duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall hear no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind of we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake and what poor duty cannot do. Noble respect, take in, might not merit.
The prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill, that you should know we come not to offend. This is the true beginning of our end. Consider we come, but in despite, we are not here to mind you, for our true intent is all for your delight. We are not here for you to hear. Repent you, for the actors are hard at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you would like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He had writ his prologue like a rough book. He knows not the stop. A good moral, my lord, for it is not enough to speak, but to speak true.
Indeed, he hath played on his prologue like a child on a recorder, a sound, but not in government.
Who's next?
Gentles, prehance you wander on at this show, and wander on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus. For if you would know, this beauteous lady Thisbe is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall which lovers sunder. This man with lanthorn dog and hawthorn brake presenteth moonshine. For if you shall know, these lovers were forced to meet by moonshine by Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This beast, which lion height by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, rather did scare or did affright, and as she fled, her mantle did she fall, and the lion, vile with bloody mouth, did she stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet, youth, and tall, whereat he sees his trusty Thisbe slain. Whereat, now, with blameful bloody blade, he bravely broaches his broiling bloody breast. And with Thisbe tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, for they are here to stay.
I wonder if the lion be to speak.
This is the wittiest partition ever I heard. Discourse, my lord.
Such a wall as I would have you think that had in it a cranny hole or chink, through which the lovers, fear Mrs. Thisbe, did whisper often very secretly. This loam, this rough cast, and this stone doth show that I in that same wall this truth is so. And this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
Would you desire Lyman here to speak better?
One lion may, when many donkeys do.
Pyramid draws near the wall. Silence.
Oh, grim hooked night! Oh, night with you so black! Oh, night whichever art, when day is not! Oh, night! Oh, night! Alack! 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 I fear my Thisbe's promises forgot! And thou, oh wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, that standeth between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee will for this. Ooh. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see. A wicked wall through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
When walls are so willful to hear, my lord.
No. In truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She is to enter now. You shall see. It will fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes.
Oh, Lord, Father, hast thou heard my moan pardon my very earnest in thee?
I hear a voice. Now will I to the chink, and I can spy her, and I shall see my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace, and like Lymander, I am trusty still.
And like Helen, till the fates may kill.
Oh, kiss me through the hole in this foul wall.
I kissed the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou and then these two meet me straight away?
Time late, time dead, I come without delay.
And thus have I, wall, my part discharged so, and being done, thus wall, away doth go.
Now is the real down between the two neighbors. Now is the mural down between the two neighbors.
No wonder, my lord. I know not what to say.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse if imaginations amend them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
If we imagine them no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You ladies, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on the floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here. When lions, rough, in wildest rage, doth roar, then know that I, once none the joiner, am a lion's fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should, as lion comes to strife,
a very gentle beast, of a good conscience.
The very best of the beasts, my lord.
Let us listen to the moon.
This lanthorn doth moon present.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, my lord.
He is no crescent, and his thorns are invisible within the circumference.
This lanthorn doth moon present. Myself command, I do seem to be.
My lord, this is confusing.
It is.
Proceed, Moon.
All is funny this lanthorn is man. I command every man. This thorn bush, my thorn bush. This dog, my dog.
This is a funny one.
This.
Roar!
Well ruled, Lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown, Moon. Truly the moon shines with a good grace.
Well roared, Lion.
Until the lion vanished.
And then came Paris.
Sweet moon! I thank thee, moon, for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for now shining so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take the truest this be sight. But stay, oh spite. But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh dainty duck, oh dear, thy mantle good? What? Stained with blood? Approach ye, fierce foe.
The passion and the death of a dear friend will go near to make a man look sad.
Be true, my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore nature didst thy lions bring? Since lion thou hath here to flower, my dear, which is no, which was the fairest thing that lived, that liked, that loved with cheer. Come, tears, confound, outsorting moon, the path of pyramid. I, the left path, where hearts doth hope, thus die. I thus. Soul is in the sky. Tongue loses thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Thus die I thus.
No die, but an ace, for he is but one.
For he is dead. He is nothing.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Paris, arise! Speak! Quite dumb? Dead! A tomb!
Moonshine and lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, wall too.
No! No. Don't trip me. The wall is down that parted their fathers. Will it please you to see the epilogue? Or to hear the burgomaster dance between two, not one, but two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you. For your play needs no excuse. Never excuse for when the players are all dead. There needs none to be blamed. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers to bed, 'tis fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the morning moon.
And every separate chamber blessed through this palace with sweet peace, and the owner of it blessed, and shall forever in safety rest. So trip away, make no stay. And meet me all by break of day. Now, come, my queen.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here while these visions did appear. And this week, and it'll be no more yielding, but yet a dream. Gentles do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as we are an honest puck, if you say we have unearned luck, now to scrape the serpent's tongue will make amends all ere long. Else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Take my hand if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
You